Hi everyone, this is Kruti Jaivancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about microwave engineering. In this video, we will learn about S parameter and waveguide component part 1. It is the unit number 4 of the GTU syllabus, Microwave Network Analysis. Microwave engineering, that is termed as a branch of engineering which deals with the engineering and design of information handling the system in the frequency ranging from the 1 GHz to 30 GHz. As we have discussed earlier about the microwaves, that the microwave are the waves having the frequency that is in the higher range. We have also seen the parameter that is there, which are the important parameter which we have to find out at the higher frequency. And what are the limitations of designing the system at the higher frequency. As we also know that the component which we used at the low frequency won't work over here. So we have also find out the primary constant required for the transmission line. Now whenever you want to design the system for the high frequency, also that are the some amplifier you need, some coupler you need, some power divider you need. So whatever the system if you will consider, that system should have the some input and it providing us the some output. So input and the output, we are applying the input through the some source and we are taking the output from the load end. So we have the device which is, you can see here, it's a 2-port network. So 2-port network, okay, so these are the, so this is the source end and it is the load end. So now to describe the particular system, we should have the some technique to determine the equation about that system. So the other parameters that we already learn in case of the low frequency, that you know what are the admittance parameter, mean the Y parameter, impedance parameter, that is the Z parameter, okay, hybrid parameter, H parameter, okay, and ABCD parameter. So these all parameters that we learn, but in this microwave while you are working at the high frequency, this all parameter, okay, all technique will not work. So here we are talking about the wave that are what? The incident wave and the reflected wave. So here we have the A1, okay, and B1, fine. So we know that to describe the system, the incident wave and the reflected wave. So in terms of that, okay, we are learning the parameter for this microwave. It's a S parameter. Scattering parameter, it is the full form of S parameter. A parameter set that relates to the traveling wave that are scattered and reflected when the N-port network is inserted in a transmission line. S parameters are important in a microwave design. Why? Because it is the easier to manufacture, easier to measure, easier to work with that at the high frequency. So that is why the S parameter that can be used. Scattering matrix parameter. So definition is, the scattering matrix of an M-port junction is a square matrix of a set of elements which relate incident and reflected waves at the port of the junction, and the diagonal matrix elements of S matrix represents the reflection coefficient, and off diagonal elements that represent the transmission coefficient. So it is about the scattering matrix parameter. Characteristics of the S matrix. It describes any passive microwave component. It exists of linear, passive and time invariant network. It gives a complete information on reflection and the transmission coefficient. Why S parameter? Voltage and current are difficult to define and measure in a distributed circuit. As I discussed earlier, that we don't have any instrument to measure the voltage and the current onto the transmission line. You cannot make any 2-point open and you cannot put the multimeter in between to measure the voltage and the current. So it is difficult to measure the voltage and the current in the transmission line. So we should have some parameter so that you can find it out, okay, what would be there, okay, the voltage, current at the load end and at the source end. Incident and reflected waves are a natural description of microwave structure. I said only two waves are there in the two-port net. One is the incident wave, another one is the reflected wave. Conversion from S parameters to other parameter set is a matter of routine algebra. So here you can see that this is the device under test, DUT. Fine. This is what? It is the A1, it's an incident wave. B1, it's a reflected wave. A2, it's an incident wave. And B2, that's a reflected wave. It's a forward measurement. It's a reverse measurement. It's a two-port network. And in the two-port network, the port 1 and port 2 are there. And in between, there is a device under test. So we can find it out the parameter, S parameter for such kind of the network. So here we will find it out the parameter. So S parameters are measured by sending a single frequency signal into a network or a black box and detecting the waves exit from each port. Power, voltage and current can be considered to be in the form of waves traveling in both the directions. So this is my port 1, it is my port 2. It is the incident wave from the port 1. It is what? The reflected wave. So when you are transmitting from the port 1, okay, you should not have anything back onto the port number 1. But as we know that, okay, if there is a mismatch in the impedance, the wave must be come back to that port. So here we need to do all the analysis by using the parameter. It is referred to as a S parameter. So port 1 incident wave, port 1 reflected wave, port 2, okay, here you are transmitting from the port 1. Fine. Sometime what you have? You have the output at the port number 2. So it is what? This is your transmitted wave. So for a wave incident on a port 1, some part of the signal reflects back out from the port and some portion of the signal that exists to other port. So now whenever you need to understand the parameter writing, this terminology that should be clear to everyone. Okay, so two-port network, Vs is the generating end, ZL is the load end, A1 is the incident wave, B1 is the reflected wave, A2 is the incident wave while you are transmitting from the port 2. B2 is the reflected wave from the port 2. So the linear equations describing this two-port network, what should I write? B1 is equal to S11. When you are transmitting from the port 1, you can have the some output at the port 1. So that is my S11. Okay, so S11, okay, what is that S11? That it is what? This is the B1, that are the reflected wave, and you are transmitting from the A1. Okay, so similarly over here, when you are transmitting from the port 1, okay, and you are getting the some reflected wave, some wave, okay, that is at the B1 end, okay, then what does that mean? It's a S12. So what is my S12? S12 is what? So it is the B1 divided by A2. Similarly, I can write it for the B2, linear equation for the B2. B2 is S21. What is the first letter? Okay, this first letter that describes the reflected wave, from which port we do have the reflection. So this S2 mean you are getting the reflected wave at port number 2. This is 1. So you are getting the reflected wave, the transmitting incident wave at the port number 1. So S21 is equal to B2 upon A1 plus S22. S22 means incident wave traveling from port number 2, okay, and the reflected wave we have from the port number 2 only. So where S11, S12, S21, S22 are the S parameter for the two-port network. So here the S parameters S11, S22, S21 and S12 are. What I can write? S11 is equal to B1 upon A1, while A2 is 0. Now see, these things which we are writing down in the mathematical form, but that is having the fully relation with the microwave component. How can you understand the microwave component? Okay, so that we can have the idea after studying this. The meaning of A2 is equal to 0 mean what? So here in the diagram you can see that, okay, you are S11, you are transmitting the from port number 1. We have the reflection at port number 1. So when the port number 2 is connected with the match termination, mean impedance that can be the match, okay. So when you are connecting that with the match, or you are short circuiting it, so you will get the S11. So S11 is equal to B1 upon A1, A2 is equal to 0, mean input reflection coefficient with the output port terminated by match load. So ZL is equal to Z0, sets A2 is equal to 0. Similarly, S22 is B2 upon A2, while A1 is 0. So output reflection coefficient with the input terminated by a match load, Zs is equal to Z0, sets Vs is equal to 0. S21 is equal to B2 upon A1, A2 is equal to 0. It's known as the forward transmission gain with the output port terminated in a match load. S12 is B1 upon A2, A1 when A1 is 0. So it's a reverse transmission gain with the input port terminated in a match load. So this is about the S parameters S11, S22, S21 and S12. So this is the next part we will learn into the next video. Thank you very much everyone.